Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. Alright, where to start here? Now, over the past couple of days, the internet, and more importantly, the UFO and alien research community, has been exploding with excitement after reports started hitting the web of the discovery of a mummified, three-fingered alien being that was discovered in Nazca, Peru. So perhaps you may have seen some other videos about this on other channels, and maybe you've even seen this on the original website that released it. You may know it as Gaia.com. Now, for those of you who don't know, is a website and company that charges you money in exchange for access to videos about aliens, remote viewing, contact with angels, crop circles, what have you, really anything strange. So this website published a video on June 20th, just a couple of days ago, purporting to show the excavation and examination of a mummified body found in Nazca, Peru. It stated, quote, "In the spring of 2017, Gaia filmmakers joined researchers and scientists just outside of Nazca, Peru, to investigate an unearthed mummified body. Independent scientists and universities are currently analyzing findings, with initial examination suggesting the possibility of material that is unlike anything found in the fossil record. Could this be a primitive human with the intentional or developmental deformity, or undeniable evidence that a non-human species exists?" And so firstly, it should be noted that when this was originally posted by Gaia.com, they at least posed the idea that the mummy could possibly be an alien as a question, where later on, other UFO websites published the story using headlines such as, quote, "New alien mummy discovered in Peru," obviously pushing the idea that this was a confirmed alien being. And just a side note here, where this mummy, or being, you could call it, was located was right near the Nazca lines. Now, the Nazca lines are a very strange and mysterious set of geoglyphs, basically these massive drawings and lines that can only be seen from thousands of feet in the sky. The only problem is that when they were created, we didn't have airplanes. And so it's always been theorized that maybe these lines and drawings of animals and such were created as a welcoming sign or indicator for off-world beings to see. Now, I have been getting a ton of emails about this, and I've been seeing websites promoting it, other channels posting videos about it, just sort of blindly accepting it. But as I've learned over the years, and when it comes to these bombshell smoking gun discoveries, it's always good to do a little bit of research, take a step back, and not fall into the confirmation bias trap, which I agree I myself have fallen into in the past, and you guys have been awesome about correcting me on that. And I've grown over the years, and I've realized that just because we want something to be true so bad does not mean that we just blindly accept it. So, I'm just going to tell you some facts about this discovery, who's behind it, and then I'll let you make up your own decision, alright? So, what do we know about this and who discovered it? Well, one of the principal people who is involved with the discovery is a well-known Mexican UFO researcher by the name of Jaime Maussan. And I'm sure many of you have heard of him, but if you haven't, the guy has been around for 20 plus years, is extremely popular in Mexico, and is seen by a certain group of people today as a pioneer of this research that we all love. Now, I've never publicly spoken about this on the channel, and honestly, if you guys have followed me, you guys know that I really don't like targeting other people. I don't like talking down about other people, even if it's people that I know are wrong or people that I know are taking advantage of this research. I just don't like to use my channel as an outlet to wage internet wars on YouTube. I don't like it. I like to stick to making fun, informative videos. But because this is relevant to this discovery, I feel it necessary that there are some things that you should know about Mr. Maussan. Now, unfortunately, and whether it was on purpose or not, Mr. Masson has over the years been a part of and embroiled in a number of UFO and alien hoaxes, all of which that follow a very similar pattern to this new discovery, in that they involve the discovery of an alien body. And so you say, all right, Tyler, well, that's a serious accusation. And so what are some of these confirmed hoaxes? Well, there's a few here, and many of you probably remember them. And if you don't, you can research these after the video. But first, let's talk about another Nazca mummy, which was purported in 2015 by Mr. Masson to be the mummified body of a small alien. And this alien was unveiled at an event. It was called Be Witness. And it was this huge conference full of thousands of people, each of which had to pay anywhere from $100 up to $1,200 per person to come to the conference, not knowing what they were going to see, in anticipation for this big revelation by Mr. Masson and a few others. And that has become what is known as the Roswell slides. It was basically a purported slide or photograph that proved the Roswell crash happened. And that photograph you're seeing here, which purported to show a tiny alien being. And so shortly after revealing this, and after people spent thousands of dollars, not to mention they streamed the event online and charged people $20 to watch it from their home computers, they were all let down because soon after, the photograph was debunked and found to be taken from a museum, with the mummified alien actually being that of a small child. Then we had the case of the so-called demon fairies, which was yet again another creature that was promoted as being a demon fairy or winged nightmare by those who thought that it had matched the description in Revelation, and again later was revealed to be a hoax that was created and glued together by a taxidermist. Now, I could continue to go on about Mr. Masson and some of the dodgy things that he's been involved with. Now, again, I'm not attacking the man personally. I am just giving you guys a documented list that's online. You can look it up just like I did, of the things that he's been involved with. You know, it seems over the years and all of the research I've been doing that Mr. Masson constantly claims to have scientific proof of aliens, but never really seems to be able to produce said proof when asked. And so I'm sure you guys can understand my apprehension in accepting the validity of this new and yet another mummified alien body. So what else do we know about this mummy? Well, it's been said, or at least was said, on the published video by Gaia.com that the remains have been carbon dated and given a CAT scan, and that it is, according to them, a legitimate mummified body that appears to only have 3 fingers on each hand. It is also seen to have an elongated skull, which actually are very common with mummies found in Peru and other countries. However, anthropologists have explained that elongated skulls are the result of an ancient practice of artificial cranial deformation, in which young children had their heads bound in cloth, rope, or even wooden boards as a part of a religious ritual. A man by the name of Dr. Korotkov says with certainty in the published video that the Nazca mummy, quote, belongs to another creature. And so at the end of the day, and at this early stage in this discovery and report, we know, or at least we're told, that the mummy has been and continues to be studied by scientists and universities, and again, in the words of the video itself, ask the question whether it could be a primitive human or undeniable evidence that a non-human species exists. So that's where we are, and I will tell you guys this. At this moment, there has been no definitive evidence that this mummy is of an alien nature. And so I want to clear that up now, because it seems that other channels have been happy to publish such an idea without actually explaining to you guys the true facts behind the story and discovery. And that's all I wanted to do today. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But if this does turn out to be true, then I can guarantee you guys I will be its biggest supporter. So with that, thank you guys for stopping by today. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll see where this goes. So be sure to share this video, like, and subscribe on your way out, and have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, guys.